signatures, that Brian?
I have no idea.
I don't either, so.
Oh, no, that would be, Dan. That was for the Ford.
For the Ford pickup?
Ford.
Okay.
Really?
Didn't recognize.
We didn't think, we thought it was the battery the whole time, you know? And, then it was cranked. Or we put it in the battery, then it cranked. Still didn't get in. Wouldn't even fire.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the name, or I couldn't read it, so.
6:28.
I got
6:30.
Okay, that'll work.
Let me see what mine. 6:30.
31.
6:33.
Hey, right?
You're late.
Okay. 6:30, we will call the July 22nd, 2019 City Commission meeting to order. First on the agenda is approval of the July 8th minutes. Everybody have a chance to review those?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Any questions, discussion? Okay, Kip?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes. Okay, planning and zoning variance recommendation for Chad and Bridget Tweeten. We had the public hearing forum today before this meeting, and what they're looking for is a 25-foot variance so that they can build a garage on their property. They showed due cause was a hardship of why they wanted it closer because of the steep drop off on their property. Plus, it still sits back up plenty good. There was nobody that protested against it. In fact, there are people that were there speaking for it, so they recommended granting the variance for Chad and Bridget. So we'll need I guess I will make a motion to approve the variance for Chad and Bridget.
Second.
Any discussion on that? Good?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes. Okay. Planning and zoning commission appointment?
Yeah, so we went back through and noticed that two positions should have probably been appointed in January of this year because they would have expired. So that would have been Liz and Larry's position. So just wanting, they both wanted to sit again. So just needing appointment to those open, or reappointment, I guess, of those positions in that board.
Okay, it's me and who else?
Liz.
Liz. So we need a motion to reappoint these, right?
Yeah, there are 5-year terms.
Right.
Do we want to do it separately, one at a time?
I don't think, yeah.
Okay, so I'll move to approve, motion to approve Larry and Liz to be back on the planning and zoning for another 5 years.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any discussion on that? I know we've always talked about it, during election time, but I guess, this is just,
We can always,
yeah. So now it's a 5-year term. Now we know anyway, so. Okay. Any other discussion? Kid?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes. Okay. Isn't there also something we need somebody from, or no, is that?
out of the area,
Well, that's, yeah, out of the area.
out of the town.
So that is Jim Kaiser's position that's being advertised right now.
Okay, okay. Great, thank you. Okay, Special Assessment Commission appointment.
we've advertised that position, and we have one individual that sent the letter of interest.
I know it's in my pile here somewhere.
Is that Milo?
Milo,
I'll
yeah.
make a motion to approve Milo for the special assessment committee.
I've already read it, so. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Kip?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Noel? Yes. Okay, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the meeting, we have, our public sale bid opening, so we're gonna have Jackie, open the bids and, you know, compile them and figure out who's what, and then we'll, you know, later on in the meeting when she's done, then we'll, award, or, announce who, is doing this stuff. Okay. I'm gonna go to Arbor Day proclamation here. I see this says June 15th on it. Do we still do it, or?
So Jackie, they told you that we needed to do this in order to get qualified for funding?
To qualify as a tree city.
I see. Okay. Do we have to predate this then, or do we have to just? when?
That was the day that they did the tree giveaway. So that's the day that they advertised and
Okay.
they advertised it as their tree day.
Okay,
They just didn't realize that they needed to have that read at the meeting.
okay. All right, so, you have a copy? You want to read it? Or do you want me to? You can read it.
In 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was the first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for the wildlife. And whereas trees are the renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our communities. And whereas trees, whenever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now therefore, I, Larry Thomas, President of the City Commission of Washburn, do hereby proclaim June 15, 2019 as Arbor Day in the City of Washburn, and I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations.
Do we have to approve this, or is it just read and that's it? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right, make a motion that June 15th, 2019 was Arbor Day for the City of Washburn.
Second.
Discussion. Kip?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes, okay. Sumner? Yeah.
So did you receive anything from the park board?
I received anything, no.
Okay. The park board approved, insurance of the trail. They said they were sending over a notice thing for it,
When did you talk to them last?
last meeting. Was that 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Okay, is it kind of the same bill then, or?
Yep, same one we went over. This one.
Okay.
correlate to the points on the trail. Last meeting, that there was some concern about kids falling into the water, getting hurt. So I went out there and took some measurements and looked for falling potential areas. And our high falling potential area is the least amount of feet that you would have from the trail to a cliff or water would be 24 feet.
Okay.
So you have a lot of big plateaus where you do go downhill or uphill.
Okay. So what you're asking, I'm guessing, is that we allow you to go ahead with this, with Park Board approval, saying that they would, well, insurance is the issue, right? Okay.
Are they going to help you oversee that then too? Or they just did the insurance?
Did they help me oversee?
Yeah, are they going to help you oversee it, to keep it up and stuff like that?
Yep. I asked for insurance and their support on maintaining it. Mark Lum said he would help me maintain it if need be. I don't see them having to maintain it too much. And then there's concern about me just ditching town and leaving this trail. And the good thing about this trail is you wait a couple months and it goes back. So. I mean, it's pretty close to a cow trail.
Yeah.
What it would be, so. No jumps or nothing like that.
Okay.
And you're still doing the signage?
Yep. So I'm just waiting on approval to actually get the signage. I don't want to spend someone else's donated money.
Right. Okay.
I would move to approve.
Good. Yeah. Do we have a second on that?
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion. I think we should require at least a letter from the park board saying that.
We can make,
Not that we don't trust you, it's just,
Yep.
you know.
we can make a contingent on getting the letter from the park board.
Right.
So I'll amend my motion,
Okay.
contingent on the letter from the park board.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? Good?
Aye.
Aye.
No.
Aye.
Yes. Okay, good. Good, sir.
So as long as I get you that letter.
Yeah, get it to Rainey.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready? Thank you.
do that. Utility billing.
So during the last meeting, during budget, you had asked about the credit card fees. So Jackie had just gone into the RevTrak, or into utility billing in the Banyan software, and that's what the software is able to do a penalty amount for late fees and, or as a flat fee or as a percentage. So not sure if that is something that you're interested in, because you had talked about maybe assessing late fees as well. So that's the one screenshot that you have, and then the other information that you have is the statement from RevTrak showing you what the credit card fees are. So if you look on that second page, the 3.49% is what the RevTrak credit card fees are. And then there's a screenshot in RevTrak where we can put in a handling fee as a percentage or a flat fee if that's something you want to do. And then the last piece of that is that Global is the water salesman credit card, and that is a statement showing those fees that we pay, and that varies based on the type of credit card. So that's that very last page of that statement. You can see what those rates rates are.
On page 3 of that one,
Yeah,
that's 258, is
yeah,
that,
that's 1 month.
that's 1 month?
Mhm.
That's 1 month, that's just for the water salesman, right?
The global, yes.
And is that whether we sell water or not?
Some of it is, yes. Some of it's just a flat fee, and then some of it's based on usage.
Okay.
So I guess you kind of had some questions when we got to that part of the budget, so I kind of threw a bunch of stuff back out at you, but the first thing is the late fees, and then the second and third thing are the credit card fees.
I guess my thought was, you know, if we take away that and make them pay the 3%, that we're gonna have obviously more checks, there's probably more cases of NSF, more time for you guys to be dealing with that kind of stuff, and that was my thought of why I thought we should continue to do it, but
We visited today too, Jackie and I both did. At least the credit card, we get our money. Like if we have people that are delinquent and we call them before we shut their water off, we say, well, you can pay by credit card, and they give it to us, and it's done. I mean, we don't have to wait to see if we get an NSF case or, so,
Right.
I mean, it is convenient for us. It's an easier process too as far as whether processing checks versus processing a credit card. It is easier, less work for us to do a credit card.
Do you think people are, I mean, if we add the 3% on, do you think they're gonna quit using credit cards? I don't think they are, but,
I could see those that are on a fixed income.
well,
Like,
maybe, yeah.
And then we talked about earlier today, just putting that in as part of the budget for an expense, you know, instead of taking it out of our general, that would be part of the water or that fee, but we decided that probably wouldn't work real well.
No, because RevTrak, we allow building permits, we allow traffic tickets.
Right.
They are all using the service, and so that's probably why it's under the general fund, is because it's used for multiple things, not just the
Right.
water utility
So-
billing.
It is used more than one thing.
Right. Well, you know, like a lot of gas stations, you know, when you pay cash, you get the 3 cents off for cash, you know, so really, the credit card people are paying the 3% there.
It's just the convenience.
Yeah.
I've been to gas stations though where I can pay with my credit card and I still get it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of dumb. Is it a debit card or credit card?
Credit card.
I usually use debit, and then I don't know how that works for sure, if you get charged for that.
But, you know, I mean, you're talking $300 a month here, that's $3,600 a year.
Right.
That's a bunch.
And that's just one.
Yeah, and then, so you double that, not quite, but,
So the global, that comes out of the 601 account, so that's, enterprise fund. Because that is the water sales thing.
right. And that 258, that's for 1 month. Yeah.
So like where you said there's other charges in that
Right. So
number, so it's not all credit card fees, right?
there's a fee just for having it. So some of that is just a base fee and some of it's based on
Actual
credit card
usage.
usage, yeah.
I'll make a recommendation, financial Cal.
I'm gonna recommend that we keep it in there, that we continue to do it as an amenity. And like Rainey said, it's easier for them, so I'm gonna motion that we keep it in there.
When you say keep it in there, we don't
Like, we
You
can
don't charge for
cover
it?
it.
We don't charge for it.
Correct.
Okay.
How long have we been doing this way? Do you know, Rainey?
I do not know.
Okay.
Been a while.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the thought was before
That's
from
what
other
I
people.
was, that's what I said last
So-
meeting too, is, you know, I wonder if there was
Mhm.
a reason why they did it this way. Because
Well-
they used to charge.
I know years ago, I used to always ask, you know, why are we paying credit card fees of $300 a month? And they're like, well, that's what it costs. I'm like, okay. So we have a motion, is there a second? Calling one more time for a second. Okay, motion dies for lack of a second. Russ, thoughts?
What was the percentage on that, Randy? 3.4?
3.49.
That's the same for both of them, or?
The other one varies based upon type of card. So I don't know exactly the percentage on that. This is the bar sale. It's basically paid by the one of the water account.
So how would we put a percentage on that one then? Well, they charge on that.
And how much work would that be for you to, if we,
We'd have to figure out if and how to do that on that global, on the water sales line. We probably would have to do it, Jackie, just helping here. On the utility billing, can you differentiate the water salesman credit card, adding a fee for that one?
A penalty for not paying, or a fee on the
No, fee
credit
on the
card?
credit card.
I think the way we would need to do that, it's not through utility billing, it would be just straight through the credit card machine at the water salesman, or like maybe just increase the gallons,
The base fee.
the base fee. I don't know about that credit card company, if that's something we can do or not. But you could increase the price of water up there.
So the rev track would be easier to do than that one, is what you're saying?
That we know of.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I see here, there's, data monitoring fee, there's, $30, there's fixed network fee, I don't know what BD1, I don't know what reg comp, assuming those are all fees, but, what do you say?
Rainey, the average bill for the water and stuff is about $75,
Yeah.
right?
The base fee, yeah.
The base fee roughly, so 4% of that is maybe like $3.50, something like that, or $3.
Well, 3% would be, no, 25, right? No, that's not right. Yeah, 75, 75.
I should calculate it.
150 and 75, 220. 225.
So it'd be about $225 per bill.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, that's the way it is, you know, I mean, that's what everybody's doing.
Yeah, 265, or 262 roughly. It would go up on the bill with the credit card.
$75?
That's the basic.
Yeah.
That's the base. And there's about 500 customers then, right? Roughly, water bills?
I think, you know, off the top of your head, Jackie, how many utility bills?
About closer to 600,
Okay.
580 maybe, 590, but not everybody uses.
Right, that's
Right.
why I'm,
And you have to remember too, if you're adding a fee, then the people that pay for traffic fines and the people that pay for building permits, that will apply to them as well.
right. Mm-hmm. And roughly how many people do use a credit card a month?
This last one was 92.
$86, looks like. On the rev track, 86, huh?
And I looked this morning, there were 92, so, I mean,
We're only helping 86 people.
Oh, this is for May, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. quite a few.
Thoughts?
Well, we gotta cover it somehow.
I think we do.
I'll make a motion to put that, rev track up to 3.49%. To cover our costs on the credit cards.
3.94, you said?
49, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 3.49.
A second?
I'll second that.
Okay. Okay, this is just on the rev track one now, right? Okay, discussion?
That'll be customer paid, correct? That's the
Yes.
motion you
Yes.
need.
Yeah. Okay.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
No.
I'll say yes. How about the global payments then? Want to address that one too, or?
If we do one, we should do both.
Or how do you do it? It's like, you know, you wanna raise, I mean, we gotta know how much to raise the rate basically on the water in order to cover that cost, right? Because all the credit cards are different, we don't have a fixed rate on that, you know?
Do
Well, we could research for next meeting.
We can do that?
We could call this company and ask them if there is a way to do a percentage. And then we could do it for next.
Yeah.
If they could break it out for us, so we would,
All right. I guess I have a question. Do we still have those cards that we give out?
The smart cards, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea, research it for next meeting, for that one. Okay.
did ask the question, when did you want this to go into effect? I didn't ask.
I don't know, how long will that take set up?
It's just a screen that we just have to fill in.
29th,
Or August 1st, whatever.
something like that.
August 1st?
Sure.
That'll be fine.
Okay, we're gonna jump around just a little bit. State fire and tornado renewal.
Okay, so that state fire and tornado renewal, it was in the packet of bills as well, so.
Looks like it's $3,993.05, right? Oh, wait a minute.
I want to say it was
Yeah,
more than that, it was
that's
like
okay.
4 something. $4,526.91. So I sent the listing of the properties to, the airport, and they were fine with what they had. Brian and I went through our thing, it all looks good. We have some questions maybe on some of the dollar values, but, so I said listing is all correct.
The sheet here that you sent, that's $39.93. Is there something else added on that? Or? Just curious. Because you said it was 4,000 something, right?
So the 3,993 is the premium, and
Right.
then it says equipment breakdown premium, $533.86.
Oh.
So the total is $45.26.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, I guess that's not on this one, so.
Yeah, it's just on the summary
Okay.
sheet.
All right. So we renew the fire and tornado fund. Or you can just add that figure in. Whatever it is. Second.
Yep.
Discussion on that? Yep. Mike?
Aye.
Well, okay, here, working on it?
I'm done.
Oh, okay, well, let's move on to that then. Public sales and the bids.
If it could just go across. That. Just goes with it.
I'll just let you read it since you know what you got
Okay.
there, so,
Okay.
okay. All right.
Item number 1 is $20 to Emmy Barnick. Item number 2 is $2.50 to Casey Newmiller. Item number 3, $20 to Emmy Barnick. Item number 5, we hit a tie, but we have a similar like item of number 6, which I'm thinking maybe we can just offer the second person that.
Okay.
Those winners are Emmy Barnick and Jason Dahl. Item number 8, $3 to Jason Dahl. Item number 9, $10 to Emmy Barnick. Items number 13, $11 Jason Dahl. 14, $11 Jason Dahl. Number 15, $10 Emmy Barnick. Number 16, $75 to Tyler Klosterman. Item number 17, $10 to Emmy Barnick.
Item number 21, $1 to Casey Newmiller. Item number 26, the minimum bid was not met, so that won't sell. There was a bid. Item number 28, $30 to Emmy Barnick. Item number 29, $30 to Emmy Barnick. Item number 30, $20.98 to Matthew Anderson. Item number 31, $20.65 to Matthew Anderson. Item number 33, $150 to Tyler Stommy. Item number 35, $50 to Tyler Klosterman. And item number 36, $205 to El Ray Sandro. Those item numbers I skipped did not have a bid.
Great, thank you, Jackie. So I'll make a motion that we sell those items to the high bidder.
Second.
Discussion. Tip,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Rob? Yes. Okay, A2S update?
I handed out a sheet, an update sheet, but quickly on the Main Avenue project, I'm sure everyone has seen the tree removal has been completed. Blue was over there working on it last week, and there was over 130 trees removed, so there's more than what we expected. So just want to let you guys know, I think I already mentioned this to Larry, but we went over on project cost for tree removal. But the silver lining is we're thinking we probably can make up some of that on the dirt removal. So we'll see what that comes out to, but just wanted to make you guys aware of that right away. But they made quick work of it and did a pretty good job. So tomorrow we'll be doing surveying, staking, and Weiss and Sons has indicated that they're going to be out here this week. So they haven't said an exact day, but they said they'll be here this week. In the intake project, move on to that unless there's questions
Any
on it.
questions on that? Sorry.
That's okay. I sent a note to everybody that we sent out addendum 1 to delay the bid opening and to move back the substantial and final completion times for the intake project. The number one reason for that was because of the funding that we're still waiting for FEMA to approve. We had a conference call with them last week Thursday to try to get to the bottom of what it is that we need to do to make sure that we get this environmental review completed. And it sounds like the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is the not to throw them under the bus, but I kind of am, but they're their main culprit. We did do an environmental review at the beginning of this project, and I know we talked to those guys and we have the response letter, but they're still they're worried about their piping pullovers, and that's the big one that we're trying to get them passed. We're not just trying to shovel that under the rug either. We're telling them that we went through all the steps, and that we're going to ensure that we're doing everything to make sure that they're taken care of. But that's right now the main hang-up. But from what they've told us, and they told us before that it'd be done at a certain time, but they're telling us now that the end of July, beginning of August is when they'll have the environmental review completed, and then we'll be good for opening the bids. But we pushed that bid opening back to August 15th, sorry. Permits, there hasn't been much of changes there. We're still waiting for them to get approved at the State Water Commission for the Sour Lands permit, and at the Corps for the nationwide permits number 12 and 13, which is for the construction in the river and for the riprap that we plan on putting down to protect the new intake. There will be some more changes from addendum number 2. When that comes out, I'll make sure I let you guys know too. Is there any questions on the intake project? Okay, Water treatment plant ceiling paint, I know that, Brian, did you have any updates on that? You said you didn't hear from Russ? Russ, was here though and talked with Colin and Brian and Adam about it, but, so we're still waiting on them to get that solution worked out.
They haven't quite met their deadline.
No, they haven't. They certainly haven't.
At least they get it done, so.
Yep. So we'll stay on for that. The other thing that I looked into, again, I owed you an answer on the special road funds grant, and I talked to Brian at the DOT, and he said it only really applies to future projects. And it's something that we definitely could apply for in the future, because it's the stipulations are is that it must be immediately adjacent or leading to a historical or recreational location, which I made that argument again that I think it does with the cabin there, and then, you know, people coming up from Bismarck or from Wilton, you could use that main to go all the way down to the boat ramp. So, but he said it is very competitive, and a lot of people apply for that special road funds grant. But it's not to say that we can't apply for it. So, but I did look into it, and Brian, again, I talked to Pam before, but Brian this time he said, yeah, it's got to be for future projects. I think that on the letter he said 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
So, the other question I have for you, Rainey, actually was the reimbursement request. Did you see anything back from the State Water Commission yet? Okay. And we haven't heard anything from Jeffrey Matter and the State Water Commission, but it sounds like it's okay. So, but other than that, that's all I had. Unless there's any other questions for me.
I don't believe I have any.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's do our, portfolios. Kit?
We had a forestry board meeting this afternoon, and at Lewis, them trees that everybody's been talking about, the Lewis and Clark apartments, they took care of them. I think they took 2 out and they trimmed up that one around the power lines. We might get asked for help for that, I'm not sure. We had a meeting, Kugler, John, we got his certification of insurance and stuff today. So I told him to go ahead and start on Jacobson's tree, and I keep forgetting his name, Nelson. Started them 2 trees, and then there was one more tree that come up on up by Wynn's place.
Okay.
On 4th and 8th or something like that.
Yeah.
They got one that's got that elm disease in it. So we're gonna take that one down too for right now, so the trees, and it's I forgot to bring it up to the darn pickup, but it's $500 for removal and $200 for a stump. So $700 total to get rid of the trees, and he's gonna throw them take care of the big stuff.
That's per tree, right?
Yep. $700 per tree. And some of the branches, the lighter stuff he's gonna bring down here, but all the big heavy stuff he'll take care of himself.
Okay.
And yeah, I think we did talk about these planting spots. They're not removing the old chips. They're putting new ones on top of the old ones. And, you know, it was brought up again, how do we get chips? Well, they go to Bismarck, and it's cheaper to go down there and buy them and bring them back here than it is to have them hauled in or whatever, you know.
Well, I thought the trees that come out of here were going to get shipped back here, apparently they didn't.
No, you used to have a whole stack on one side, and you separate out the lighter stuff and the stumps, and all of a sudden it all disappeared. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it might have. So,
Yeah.
whatever.
All the trees disappeared?
Yeah. I don't know if somebody wanted it, he sold it, what happened?
I mean, because we had talked with the contractor, and they had a big tree chipper.
Yeah.
They said he could use it, but apparently something changed, so, I don't know, whatever.
So all the plot sites, another thing was brought up about, like they have Adopt a Highway,
Oh, yeah.
looking at the Adopt a Plant site. Businesses, community people, whatever, they'd wanna do that, keep it up. If there's trees or whatever that gotta be replaced, we'll have to foot the bill to do that, but, them take care of it. And if they'd wanna do something, a little special
Yeah.
for the season or something like that, that's out of their pocket, but that's kinda in the works right now too, to get something drawn up here for this fall and sent out. What else was there? I know I'm forgetting something else. Oh, talking about trying to get, if there's anybody up at the motel up here that needs community service. Try to get a hold of them guys, if some people can help out with that, cleaning up them spots and stuff.
Right.
I waiting on a call, or got a reply from JR, he's gotta wait till somebody gets back from vacation there to see who qualifies or if anybody does, so.
Sure, okay.
And I think we meet, the way the trees are sounding around here and a lot of these boulevards, there's this elm disease. Sounds like it's getting pretty heavy around
Okay.
here.
Great.
So I really hate to say it, but I think that forestry board, either the forestry board or the city's gonna have to do it, but, we might have to put some more money in that budget for next year, just to be prepared for it.
Okay.
That's about everything.
Well, we'll talk about that in budget then. Okay.
And then just, Lowell Raider just stopped me today and he said, I wanna find out what's going on with my trees. His apple tree is going, his pine tree is going, and then he ended up having the ash tree already cut down. And then, I got a message into this, cause he had Haley Edwards. Extension, she's the one that goes around and checks disease and stuff for the cow.
Oh, really?
So, but she's at the state fair right now, and she'll be back in a couple of days because it's happening everywhere. It doesn't seem to be limited to, elm and other stuff.
Oh, really?
I think we have worms, I think we have some disease stuff too. It's just a combination of a lot of things, so.
Okay.
Anyway, she's gonna come down and look, I guess.
Okay.
See if we can-
Okay, good. Anything else, Kid?
Nope.
Mike?
The Memorial Hall, the struts were fixed and they are going to be painted. The painting's not done yet, but that's going to be addressed. I'd like to thank you, Larry, for helping with the hot water heater in the city hall, getting that taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
So our hot water heater for the city hall is taken care of and up and running way under budget compared to what our bids were, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, Colin are both.
Yep, Colin was also involved, and that's everything I have, I believe.
Okay. I have is, we're still working on the, intake and exhaust air for that hood over at Memorial Hall. Hopefully, I should have the intake air in this week. And then somebody else is working on the exhaust air coming out, so hopefully we'll get that up and running soon. Kind of way behind schedule, but that's the way it works. Other than that, I guess I really have nothing. He didn't tell me, but I can.
Yeah, anyway, he ordered 2 seals, and all that, storm or stuff, that is, so these seals will last for 10 years.
Oh, that
Yeah,
guy,
that's,
yeah.
that's what happened last time. Instead of on the outside, we found that, yeah, nice stuff, anyway,
Everybody got their budget? Except for Noel. So I see we got the budget from the library and from the airport. Appears to be in order. Oh, and from the park board. Everybody look through those? The airport, library and park board? I guess the park board's kind of on their own. I mean, I think they just kind of give it to us as a courtesy, isn't it?
I noticed on the library, the percentage was 4.137 mils. Do we have to be right at 4 mils? Because we used just a rough number when we did it.
They get 4 mils?
Right, but the way that it was printed out was 4.1 something.
Right, so it's based on dollars, and so because they don't know the total value of a mill, they told her to ask for more.
Okay.
So that you at least get to 4 mils, and that's what we did last time.
Okay, so we don't...
That's for a certain fee, and then
Okay.
you got the exact 4 mils.
Okay, so that'll work out as it goes through, it'll come out at 4, so we're not over that amount. Okay,
It might be a little bit less if they're way off in their estimate as far as their mills, but you'll at least get that dollar figure.
okay. I'm just curious about that.
Because we don't know what a mill is worth until...
Right.
So it's all put
Right.
together.
Right.
Okay.
I see you highlighted a bunch of this stuff. Okay, David. This stuff from David, Randy, can you...
So this stuff from Alex, from the,
Or,
on the,
yeah,
on the enterprise fund stuff, or
Right.
yeah. So I had asked about the enterprise funds because I had a question as far as what could be spent out of those funds when we got to that piece of the budget, and so that's what that email is showing you what can be spent. He just replied back to my email. Then are you looking at this one?
yes.
Where he's talking about the equipment?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, I had asked him, remember, we have equipment under that second grouping of spreadsheets where it was special revenue funds, like our 201, it started at the top and it went all the way through and down to the bottom of the equipment, and that's where we had put 25,000 set aside for equipment replacement in the future.
Right.
I
Right.
asked
Yeah.
him his opinion because I was not, remember I wasn't sure they could put it there. So his opinion was, and that was kind of be highlighted and kind of quoted back some of the century code, that it can come out of general fund and then we can move it into a different location. So that's why I moved it over to the general fund down in the transfer section, line 149. That 25,000 got placed there and taken out of the 900. 710 fund account. So at some point, we can take it out of the general fund and transfer it into there, but we cannot levy specifically for it.
Okay.
This is what his opinion is, and I wrote an email to Dave Lindell asking him for his opinion on that, but I've never heard back from him.
Okay.
So that's what highlighting emails are.
Okay. Okay, and then this other one, is that part of it, or is that's different, right?
That's the same, yeah, that's the same.
Okay.
That's where he's talking about the special revenue fund, where
Okay.
you cannot levy for it
Oh.
in a special revenue fund, but you can do it in the general fund and then transfer.
Oh,
it.
okay, okay.
So that's all of his documentation or his
Okay.
reasoning for his thought process, his opinion.
Very good. I guess we look at the certificate levy, the first page, Schedule A. That would be this sheet here. It's got the general fund at $425,000. Last year, the general fund was $210,000. Now, the reason that is listed that way is that is the difference between our projected income and our projected expenses in the general fund. If you go back on page 6 of 24, you will see that the 2017 budget, 2018 budget, 2019 budget, we're always in the red on those budgets. We always have more expenses than we do revenue. And the reason those are only like, you know, 140,000, 150,000, 145,000 is because they have the $210,000 subtracted from there already. And the 2021 does not. So if you take the 210, you know, that'd be 45 mils, then it would bring it down to 90,000 or something in the red. My opinion is we're gonna need to have a budget in the red again, because this 425,000, that would be roughly 89 mils. Whereas, you know, before anywhere from 45 to 50 mils for the general fund. And then also if we add the special assessment deficiency fund of $210,000, that would be another 45 mils. And that's just way too much to put on taxes, I think, for this year, or for next year. Does everybody follow that? You know, there might be a few things we can cut somewhere along the line to bring some of the expenditure down. I don't really know how much or where. We could go through it and find out, I guess. But I would like to see that general fund probably at the max go 50 mils. Which would be, we have a calculator on 4774 times 50.
$223,700.
223.7. That would be 50 mils, and then
that would be increasing 13,000 from last year then, per dollar amount then, right? Instead of 210, it would be 223, right? 23.
yeah. We could go a little more than that, I mean, depending upon, but, but I can't see, you know, having a balanced budget on this.
Not this year.
No. You know, especially since we're gonna be doing all that work to try and figure out exactly where we're at.
That's why I think only going up 13,000 with all the things we have going on might be just a hair low, unless the mills come in higher than what we think, or the dollar amount comes in higher than what we think.
You know,
I'd like to see, you know, $20,000 for increase from last year, from 210 to 230, to give us some wiggle room with the expenses that we got coming up.
That'd be about another 2 mills then roughly,
Yeah.
you know, because the mills are 47. 9,050 onto that. So we went 52 mills. Figuring it out, Kit.
Mhm. What was the number again, 47,
4774.
248, 248?
248, 248, so. Okay, so, yeah. I could see that. You know, now Rainey, isn't it, weren't the wages and stuff figuring for another person also?
Yep.
Yeah, so that, you know, it's in the budget, but it might not be used, it might be used, it's hard to say, you know, more than likely, but, you know, we had talked about, you know, hiring somebody to go through all these old assessments and stuff. I know we had, I think it had mentioned maybe budgeted for next year, but I think that's something we need to do this year. And I think it needs to be done like now.
I think, I talked to Rainey, we have some money in the professional fees, I think you said that would cover that.
Okay.
But I don't know what we had set aside that money for, this year. Was it just that we had it in there, or was there something planned for that money? That I'm not sure about. I didn't know if it was a design for the road or professional fee like that, if we were thinking about that, or if we can push that off until next year and have it
It
in
could
the
have been
budget.
designed for the road, because we talked about that for a little while.
Right,
Very possible.
so if we can use that fund,
Oh, we could. I don't know why not.
I just didn't know if there was something we had to, or that you had in mind.
Well, not only that, I think as far as that, you know, since the specials, you know, are for water, sewer, and streets, we could divvy it up. Couldn't we take some out of the enterprise funds for those, or not?
For the
To help-
design,
No, to help pay for the, going through these, special assessments.
so I believe you'd have to declare that an emergency, and then
Okay.
if it's something that the board would have to
I see. Okay,
declare and then transfer.
okay.
But this way, if we had
If
that
we-
37, we could start on this
Oh, right.
and do I think the first two projects for sure right away. Then we're not sure what the third one would involve.
Right. Because it's based on whatever you find.
Right.
Right, talking about
But-
proposal, right?
Right, that would get us started at least.
Right, I think so.
And we'd still have money for the budget if it would go past
Right.
the end of the year,
Right.
is what I was thinking.
Yeah. When's the final budget due?
August 9th, I believe.
For the final?
Oh, the final?
Yeah.
Between September 7th and October 10th, I think.
So really, if we got started on this, we might know
September
more
7th
by
and
the time the
October.
final budget comes through, and we could maybe drop some of this
Right.
special assessment deficiency, maybe? Maybe? I'm looking at for the best case scenario here.
We just gotta get started on it,
Yeah.
if they're available, which it sounds like they are.
Well, and we do have a proposal on that.
Right. It's
So-
just, we need to,
And I figured we would talk about, you know,
Yeah.
Lane and I said we discuss this during budget time here, so.
okay.
So, is there anything else in the budget here that, or the preliminary budget that anybody sees? I think we went through pretty well last time. You said you probably wanted a little more in tree removal, right, Kit?
Yeah,
That's-
I think so.
What's that under? That's under,
Line 145. We have $6,000 in there right now.
right. Let's see, we've got,
We increased it from 3,000 to 6,000.
right. I think we should add another, oh, there's gonna be a lot of, so we're looking at, you think we're looking at a lot of trees now?
There could be a high possibility by next year, next summer.
So do you want to raise that to 10,000?
You said $700 a tree, right, roughly?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly, yes.
If they're bigger than 24, they're gonna be more. That's 24 inches. You know, if it's a big cottonwood or base, you know, it's gonna be more, you know.
Yeah.
So if you do 20 trees, that's $14,000, right? I do this right? Yeah. So 20 trees isn't too hard to hit.
Right.
That's pretty, you know, and size and stuff, so.
So what do you want in that figure?
Yeah, maybe let's just go up to 10 for now. You know,
Okay.
see how next year falls, I guess.
You know, it's a budget, it's not saying that if we need more, we can't get it from somewhere else.
Right.
You know, because it's the general fund,
Right.
so, that is, yeah, that's in the general,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So that actually takes that one up to 9,000. Okay. Anybody see anything else in there? You know, we've got, where is it?
Now, audit fees, number line 66, we did 2 in a year, that was last year. Now, this year, we only need to do 1, right?
Right.
Okay.
Where you at, line
Um,
66? No.
No, 68,
Oh, there it is.
audit fees.
So what do we have for that one? 7?
18, and I,
I don't know.
is that going to be too high for that? Or do we want to have some of that money where we could say an audit for this deficiency fund? Can we take money out of there?
Well, we could. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
so that we have enough, you know.
yeah.
It's just if you look back, so we've been using staying here that much
Yeah.
Right.
in the past year, so I think 17 is a pretty good, fair
Right.
number to budget.
I agree. I think it's a pretty fair number.
I didn't know if we needed to put more in there or not.
Well, I think that would be enough,
Okay.
for now anyway.
Well, so we can remove the $4,000 from the credit card fees, then, correct?
Or you'll have to pay it out, but you have revenue will increase.
Okay, so we'll do that on the other,
Yeah, so we'll add whatever on the, yeah, good point, good point. You know, there's also the, GIS, I mean, if we had to, where's that at? had,
There should be the next section down.
is that under
Utility
general?
Highway, oh,
Is it under highway, or is it under general?
We divvied it out, so if
Oh,
you
we
look
did.
on spot, line 117, we did a third to 100.
Oh, yeah,
a third
right.
to 201, and a third to 601.
Yeah, that's right.
And that has money in it in those funds already.
Those two do, yeah. But then, you know, basically the mills are affected in the general fund, not, you know, in those other ones, so. We're kind of running a little short on tires this year, aren't we? Should probably have more. That Warm Road's just eating it all up, isn't it? That's what Adam said. Wow, they didn't expect it to be that bad.
Chip and the parts that are bad, we're gonna fill in with cement, they blow out.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is starting, not just cracks, it's starting to pop sections out, just.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I don't know why all of a sudden it's doing that, but it's never done it before. But
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Where is this at?
Northgate, by the Catholic Church, kind of up that area.
Yeah.
That's cement. Crap road. It's been a nightmare ever since they put it in.
The cheaper alternative, right?
Yeah, concrete, cheap alternative, no. I mean, I really don't know, what else we can do here. You know, unless we would cut out the elevator, but, you know, once again, it's a budget, it's not,
Right.
in the general fund, it doesn't mean it, we have to do it, you know.
And that's only a partial, the Legion's picking up a lot of that. And it's just, like you said, a budget for right now, so we have money in there.
Right.
And we have that higher right now than what we had before. So we could back off on that some. But they were still talking doors, you know, to help, heating and cooling type deal and
Yeah,
just get it, accessible for handicap, which we're a little lacking on.
well, we're pretty good, we just,
Well,
we were in the basement, but that was one of the reasons for doing the kitchen upstairs.
right,
We have functions upstairs, so.
and the power doors and stuff like that, if they
Well,
were to
yeah.
do that, you know, where,
Yeah. I really don't, Rainey, is there anything you see that might be adjustable, or?
Obviously adjustable, no. Other than just starting to be nitpicky and just start taking,
Right.
you know, bits off here and there.
Yeah.
I think you explained last time, but why do we have two group insurances? Is line 52 and line 56?
numbers, the 4141, that's auditor.
Okay.
So that would be the insurance for my position. And the 4160 is building, it's that buildings and grounds object account, so that'll be, if you look off to the right, you'll see that those wages, or those people, that percentage, that their insurance is in that line item. And then you'll find group insurance under 201 and 601, I believe. Spreading the group insurance wherever their salary is paid, basically. So it's divvied out to those funds based on what their salary is being paid.
I think it looks pretty good. You know, and the thing is, this is a preliminary, and then, you know, we still got to do the final. Whereas you can't add, but you can subtract, right, Randy? So what I'm thinking is, go with 52 mils. That's raising it 7 mils. And then, you know, we'll just have once again, a deficit budget, you know, what would be 200, 150.
Which was better than last year, right?
Well, last year's 143,
So it's
the budget. It's just a budget,
right.
you know. Well, actually, it'll actually be a little different if we added more trees, and the credit card probably equal it all out, but basically we just added like another $4,000 on it, all we did. So, that's what I think. I don't, what does everybody else think?
Well, I think as long as we're holding our own until we get our mess straightened out, I think that's the best we can do for now.
Well, I think we are, you know.
Right, right.
You know, and then that special assessment efficiency, like I said, you know, hopefully we get something started on that, and, you know, best case scenario, we could lower that, maybe get rid of most of it, you know, which would be huge. Anybody have any questions or comments? No, no taxes, right?
Cut taxes.
I would love to cut that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put it together, 52 mils, whatever that comes out to be, make the
Right.
math work.
So does everybody agree with this? We get a motion on this, or do we?
No, I will put it all together, and then you'll finalize preliminary at
Oh,
the
it's the next meeting, right, yeah, okay.
Because then I have to turn it in 2
Right.
days later.
Right. Got too much paper here.
Go electronic.
Yeah, then I wouldn't know anything. So, we have a proposal from A2S Nexus for, is that on this thing here?
No.
For looking into this problem. And I know Rainey talked to quite a few different places. Did that one place ever get back to you that?
So Rath and Meyer called me back. They are not interested. They don't have the time and they're not interested. Bailey, I've not heard back. I've visited with 3 different people there and I've not heard back from them. I have nothing at this point for a proposal.
And they were gonna call you on Friday, weren't they?
Well, I've spoke to a gentleman on Friday, but I've not heard back from him. Spoke to Nexus, we had Ryan on the phone, and so we visited with him, and that's the proposal that you have in front of you. I reached out to Dwight Heddlesworth, down the street here, and they are not interested either, as far as doing this kind of proposal. So Bailey would be the only other ones that I've not heard back from either way, you know.
And you contacted them quite a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, we have one proposal. You know, they're looking at 3 tasks. Have you all read this? Or, you know, total of $20,600. Granted, it's an hourly fee, but that's what they're guessing, right, for now. Scope services an hourly plus expense basis, and this is their estimate fee. I think we need to do this. We need to go along to do it. We have to start somewhere. So I'm going to make a motion that we accept this proposal from H2S Nexus.
3 tasks, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the money will come out of that professional fund that we have in there, right?
Right, and
Okay.
this, it's like it says here, you know, should obtaining of data prove cost prohibitive, alternative solutions will be proposed. So, you know, we got to start. So, yeah. That's my motion.
I'll second that.
Discussion? Good.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Well,
Aye.
yes. Did they think they could start soon, or?
He asked me a timeline, and I said I didn't know one, because, you know, you didn't
Right.
provide one, so I'll ask how soon. I don't think he told us anything as far as, he had just asked what the timeline was, but I don't think he knew when he could start.
Yeah, I can get in touch with Brian tomorrow, right away, and maybe even tonight I'll give him a call, let him know. But, yeah,
Mhm.
I'll let him know that. I wasn't expecting, I guess, that, you guys were gonna review proposals, I guess, tonight, otherwise I brought it up when I was up there, but, so I apologize for that, but yeah, I can get in touch with Brian right away and talk to him about that.
Well, Randy and I had talked earlier that we could deal with during the budget. But yeah, so, okay, yeah, sooner the better, so, good. Okay, where are we at? Bills? Everybody have a chance to review the bills?
Motion to approve the bills.
Second.
Discussion, questions on the bills? Okay,
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Oh,
Aye.
yes. Next meeting, August 5th. Any adjourned?
Wait,
Oh,
you got the page 63 and 64, we didn't go over the Farmer Security Bank stuff?
where's that? Okay,
Well, that's their budget. That's the public library, so
Yeah.
that's part of their budget.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's-
the middle
yeah.
of their budget that he had talked about right away when
Oh,
we first
okay.
sat down.
They just have
They
to
just
provide
submitted
that.
their budget, so that's what all their documentation is, that we've asked them just to provide that.
Oh,
for the budget,
okay.
So that's what that is.
All right, never mind.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming. What's my bad? 8 o'clock. Thank you for doing that, Jackie, appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll get in touch with Brian right away and get back to you as soon as I hear something from him. I mean, I'm gonna keep it to work on it pretty soon, so.
I didn't even think to ask him that question, as far as, you know, because we,
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking
because when we
that.
talked about it on Wednesday, we were all thinking that it might be like next year.
Right.
But yeah, I will get in touch with him and I think his timeline was on there, he said like 3 weeks for task 1, and like 4 weeks for task 2, and task 3 would be, depending on how long, or taking to the bottom of it.